Bang! What's up, Bomb Squad? It's episode 27. It's June 23rd. It's a Thursday show on a Saturday. Apologies for the delay of this episode. Kind of just slacked off a little bit this week, to be honest. You know, we have jobs, okay? It's sometimes things get busy, all right? So sorry.
You deal with it.
Yeah, deal with it. Tones, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man.
Good?
Yeah, doing good. And a little bit of a hangover. I went to
Tones was boozing at a Sweet 16 party last night.
Got wild, man. No, yeah, it was for my cousin. I don't know any 16-year-old girls.
Yeah.
So
I asked him that. That was kind of a bad question. I was a little out of it myself this morning. I was like, just like, who's Sweet 16 was it? It's a family member, you idiot.
Oh, my friend Michelle, yeah.
16 was wild. She got a Volkswagen.
It was open bar though, so I took full advantage.
I have never been invited to a Sweet 16. Can you believe that?
I've been to very few. I'm not. So some people, like when we were like 16, they were like going to one every weekend. I was like, nah.
What a useless age to celebrate.
I know. You can't do anything at 16.
You can't drive yet either.
No, yeah. I mean, like a little bit down the line, you could get your permit maybe, but you're not.
That's not worth celebrating. That's just an age. Like, do girls celebrate Elite Eights too? Like, it's pretty much sounds like they just did it because it sounds like a good format for the tournament.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's funny actually. Spanish girls, they do the quinceañera, which is like their 15th birthday.
Oh, so like that's not a quarter century. Whatever it is, a century. It definitely mathematically goes into 100, but I don't know. Not a math guy. But anyway, all right. So we have a Thursday show, like I just mentioned. So that means we have a talk and flicks and our world famous segments. And we took the 4-pack out today. We're going to say that for the Saturday show that we're going to record tomorrow on a Sunday. So we kind of did a hybrid talk and flicks and a 4-pack of questions. So let's jump into it, shall we?
Sure.
We got some news first, obviously.
Wait, is it good or bad?
It's bad news. Big surprise. All right. So Dr. Jack Horner.
Sorry, hold on.
Yes.
My brother just pulled into the garage.
Oh, so he's gonna walk through?
Yeah, so I'll edit this out and we'll start over.
All right.
Sorry. I forgot he was out. We're recording! No, I'm coming. Come in.
Come in, sit down.
Thank you. Have me some Wendy's.
Oh, lucky. I had an omelet this morning. It was sweet. Do we have to start over from We Have News?
No, like after I put in the Barrett clip, then I'll take the rest of this out.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
So, Dr. Jack Horner, the celebrated paleontologist who served as the scientific consultant on all 4 Jurassic Park films, has claimed that human beings could be reviving actual dinosaurs in as little as 5 years. Horner says that while it's not as simple as extracting DNA from mosquitoes, his new hypothesis isn't exactly complicated. Reverse engineer birds, the modern descendant of dinosaurs, of course, and then redevelop their original physiology, including snouts for eating, long legs for hunting, and claws that'll open up your abdomen like it's a Jell-O mold. So this is a stupid idea. I mean, of course you see the memes all over the internet. I mean, we made 4 fucking movies about how this is a stupid idea. Like, if they escape and they start breeding on their own, then it's just like, it's going to be a fucking problem.
Yeah. Then they're going to take over. I mean, right now we're the top of the food chain, but if this happens, they're the top of the food chain. You know, all of a sudden we get knocked down a couple notches.
Imagine just like a T-Rex, just like rolling through like your suburbs. I mean, like, obviously everybody knows at this point, before Jurassic Park happened, everybody's like, yeah, the T-Rex, that's the big bad boy. Like, that's the one that's most scary. Nah, it's the Raptors.
Absolutely. The Raptors are quiet. They're sneaky. The T-Rex you hear coming from a mile away.
If they're
stomping, he's roaring.
Would you think this is cool if they do decide to like actually recreate dinosaurs and it's successful? Like, I'm okay with it as long as we don't breed raptors. No raptors.
Yeah, let's just do like nice dinosaurs. You got like
the ones that only eat plants.
Yeah, like a Brontosaurus,
Patasaurus.
Get some nice guys in here. We don't need hunters. We don't need T-Rexes. We don't need raptors. Or remember the one that killed Newman? The one that shot the venom out? I don't want that guy running around.
Like ink all over him.
Yeah. Poor Newman, man. He was a scumbag in that movie, but no one deserves to go out like that.
No, yeah. And I mean, like the lawyer got eaten by a T-Rex, which stunk. I mean, like, I'm cool with a couple T-Rexes as long as they're in maximum security. You know, like you got the military around and stuff.
Yeah, but as we know, that doesn't always work.
No, but I mean, like all the chaos came from the Raptors. I mean, let's be honest.
No, for sure. They're like the how do you say it? They kind of they like get through the front lines and they
just
create
smart.
chaos everywhere. Like, you know, you got to say, okay, there's a T-Rex, there's a big guys we got to worry about. And all of a sudden, you got Raptors running around behind you, eating Joey back here. You know, you can't.
If we do breed Raptors, I say we just kind of drop them off in Syria and let them run around. And just kind of, you know, imagine like the Taliban is just like, oh my God, it's velociraptors.
Well, that's what happened in Jurassic World. They want to get the Raptors and like train them for the military.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I stopped watching after the third one. I didn't even know that there was a new one that just came out. I didn't know that's why we were all talking about dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Out of the blue.
There was a Jurassic World, you know, like Chris Pratt in it. He's in this one too, but no, it was actually pretty good. It was, yeah, I don't know why they set up another amusement park in this one, but and he was like the Raptor trainer. Like he was training this one Blue, and he would teach him how to like do, I don't know if it was like tricks, but like basically he would listen to him. Like there's one point in the movie, like he gets circled by the Raptors and he's just like, Blue, remember me? And
that was the last one though, right?
Yeah, that was the last one.
I heard about that. Did you see the new one?
Not yet. No, I want to. But
do you think things go bad in this one?
I'm going to go on a limb and say yes.
Yeah. Imagine they just troll you with the Jurassic Park movie where like it's just like an amusement park and everybody has a good time. They go home, no problems. Nope. Like, how many times do we have to do this?
I know. It's just like, what's the definition of insanity? Just doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. It's insanity. Why would you set up another amusement park?
Yep. I don't know. People are stupid. So hopefully we don't do this unless, you know, we get Raptors into the Middle East.
They said they were going to use our DNA to like.
No. They're gonna use birds and try to just change their physiology because birds, I guess, are like the most close descendant of dinosaurs.
What about fucking alligators or lizards?
Apparently, birds are, man.
Fucking birds, man. Fucking birds.
I didn't know that. You learn something every day. Well, not every day. People say that. I don't learn every day. You know, I don't learn something new every day. It's every few days, every couple.
Every once in a while.
Every once in a while, I learn something new. I'm pretty content with what I know now. And if I happen to, like, you know, today we'll learn something. That was nice. Okay, so we're going to jump into talking flicks. All right. So it's been a while. Oh, sound clip. So I had to watch Baskin and you had to watch Robin. Just kidding. You had to watch Congo, my childhood favorite movie. So let me go first.
Okay.
I watched mine first and it was intense. So I watched it the night after we did the episode when we talked to the Spirit Box. I haven't talked to the Spirit Box since because of this movie. I didn't sleep. Like if you're like had those nights where like you could have swore you didn't get a minute of sleep, you're just rolling around, you're just up most of the night, but you're like not convinced. Like I definitely got like a couple.
Right, you dozed in and out here and there, but yeah.
But this one just felt like, because like I was scared. I had to piss for most of the time, but I didn't want to get up to go. So that didn't help. And plus the air conditioning, I forgot, like, because my house ventilation sucks. So like when it's freezing down here, it's not as cold upstairs. So I'll turn the heat up a little bit. And then like I'll forget to turn it back down. And I'll go upstairs and it's a goddamn oven. So I had to piss. It was hot and I was scared. No sleeping.
Bad combination.
So basically a quick synopsis of Baskin. So these 4 police officers, or 5 or whatever. So they're hanging out, having some drinks, yada yada yada. There's a lot of like there's some deep stuff that happens there, but I'm not going to get into it. If you want to watch it yourself. But basically they get a call to respond to, and they go there and they end up going to this house, which turns out to be hell itself. Turns out to be hell.
Yeah.
The whole thing. So they like there's this big staircase downstairs. They got to go down it like because there's a police car outside with no cops in it and the lights are on. So they got to go find their fellow police officers. They go downstairs and all of a sudden there's just these bloody fucking people having sex all over the place. At that point, I'm just like, holy shit. And then the bloody people having sex hear them scream. They attack. They trap them. They hang them up on these poles. And then all of a sudden Satan comes down and Satan starts doing his thing. And he's just like, hell isn't a destination. It's a peace of mind. And then he just starts doing crazy fucking shit to them, like having them have sex with bloody women wearing ram skulls and hell stuff.
There was the one that got, well, I know which one really got you, but the guy, I guess they cut him open. And then like the guy just comes in and just like rips all the stitches out.
Yeah, he rips the stitches out of his stomach and just pulls his intestines all the way out. And it's like 12 feet. And it's like they show everything. And it was disgusting. And then, of course, there was the eyeball thing. There's an eyeball scene. And I mentioned it on the show before. I'm not comfortable with watching eyeball stuff
And this was about as bad as it gets.
Yeah, this movie did not hold back once. So it was a Turkish film in subtitles. So I told you, one, I don't like eyeball stuff. And number two, I don't like movies with subtitles unless it's The Passion of the Christ. And you decided to give me both. That really wasn't fair.
Yeah, no, I mean, J-Mac, is that an over the line on J-Mac?
Yeah, that's his second over the line then.
Man, he's going to be doing a challenge soon.
He's not even on the show. He's going to get electrocuted. Yeah, but it was disturbing. It was very disturbing. And it was just, I mean, you're trying to like wonder what the hell's going on until you just realize like there's a point, because like half the movie is them like going to the crime scene, and then the other half is just them getting judged by Satan.
Yeah, it's just mayhem. It's just graphic mayhem.
Satan is like this little 4'5" guy who's bald, that he's like 100 years old. And the actor is like actually that though.
Yeah, no, that's actually the actor. You know, it's funny because he looks like one of those, you know, those like fake baby masks that like the crying baby. That's what he looks like, but that's his actual face.
Yeah,
which is just terrifying.
Good job casting Satan in that one.
Yeah. But that guy needs to be in more horror movies. I'll tell you that.
Well, he doesn't speak any English, so that's probably why he's probably in tons of them, but they're all Turkish.
Good point. Touche.
Yeah. The worst is when you're like watching a movie with subtitles and like you just realize like you just dozed off for 30 seconds. And you're like, oh, fuck. Pause, rewind real quick. But the other thing about this movie is that there's a massive time loop. Like there's really deep meaning. Like there's something that happens in the beginning of a movie and spoilers, then it like, makes sense at the end. Huh?
Spoilers, by the way.
Yeah, spoil. Yeah, it's all been spoiled. It's blown up. But yeah, so like it's like a confusing movie, and then like it kind of dovetails synergy, makes sense at the end. But yeah, I mean I didn't sleep at night, so that's when a movie is that impactful, I got to give it points for that. So for Sticks of Dynamite, I'm gonna give it a 6.9.
Nice. You use that score a lot.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it wasn't like because it's like 7 is like that's when we're starting to get into really good movies. This was really good. But it was just such a graphic, disturbing horror film that I want to knock it down a couple pegs. Yeah. Even though the meaning was really deep, and like I just have to deduct because there's eyeball stuff, and you know, what was the other thing? Eyeball stuff and
Turkish.
Oh, subtitles.
Yeah, subtitles. Yeah.
So that's why he could have got a 7.1, but it's a 6.9.
Yeah, I mean, this movie, you leave like after like the last scene, you're just like, wait, what the fuck did I just watch?
Yeah.
Like you're not really sure exactly, because like you said, the whole time loop thing is like, wait, is this just like keep happening, or are the next group going to be safe? Like you don't know.
Just to spoil it, like when they're on their way to answer this call where hell happens to be, they hit somebody and they get out and there's nobody there. And then at the end of the movie, one person escapes and he's running out and he's stoked that he's out. And then he gets hit by the van, the police van that they were in that hit that body. And then they crash and like it starts over again.
Yeah,
so it's like, what?
what did you think about like the dance scene? Like when they were driving there, like the Turkish like dance club.
Oh man.
Scene?
Yeah,
it was hilarious, right?
The Turkish people are like it's like a club, but it's like they're pretty much clubbing in the car, and then they hit the person and crash into a ravine, right?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, they're just like singing some like Turkish like techno song or something.
It's like Cascada, but Turkish.
Right, exactly. They're all just going nuts. They all do this thing where they just like clap and like bob their heads like a chicken and just singing.
It was weird, but it looked like fun.
Yeah, no, it looked like a great time. If I was in the car, I'd be having fun up until
until you run into hell. Yeah, your intestines ripped out and your eyeballs fucking
old baby just stabbing you in the eyes.
Yep. All right, so that's Baskin. So you had Congo, my childhood favorite movie of all time. So I'm nervous because I'm really scared that you're going to bash my childhood. But you're going to talk to 8-year-old Tom right now.
All right,
movie. Okay.
Little Tommy.
What'd you
think? Listen, I went into it with not so high expectations. Everyone keeps telling me it was a bust, and all the ratings weren't good online, but I actually did enjoy it.
Nice.
It was a little it wasn't very well done, particularly, but I liked the story there. Like I could see there was something to the story. It just feels like if it had a better director, maybe more funding.
That's what I was just going to say, because it's based off of the book by Michael Crichton, who of course wrote Jurassic Park. And the book was critically acclaimed. So that's why there was so much hype on this movie when it came out. That's why it flopped so bad, because people were expecting like a Jurassic Park-esque movie.
Yeah.
I think the director probably just read like the Wikipedia page. It was like, all right, let's go.
Amy talking monkey. All right, let's do it.
Yep, got it.
Yeah.
Science, gorillas that kill, right there. Bread and butter, lasers.
Lasers, gotta throw the lasers in there. Yeah, no, I mean Amy's little boss was that was like a person in a monkey suit, right?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
happy you asked that. Yeah, because I mean, like some people like bash it. They're like, it's clearly people in gorilla costumes. I was like, really? I thought they did a great job. They look very real to me.
It was, yeah. I mean, the only thing that kind of threw it off was like gorillas are a lot bigger than that. That was just like a little person they put into a suit. Like gorillas are fucking huge.
Well, they made the gray ones huge.
Yeah, the gray ones are big, and like the actual ones that they like met later on, like the not evil ones.
Oh, those were real. Those ones were real.
Those are real ones. But yeah, I mean, Amy was out here smoking cigars, drinking martinis,
Living life.
living life. I don't know if like PETA will go for that nowadays.
Yeah. What do you? Yeah, it's true. What do you think? What do you think of when they got to the city of Zinj with the diamond mine, and like the gray gorillas came out and like pure chaos came out, where you just like, let's go.
What's going on, Mr. Hokuma? He didn't make it.
No, he got he got fucking stomped.
Was Herkimer Homolka?
Yeah,
what a name! What a name!
I know. He was a classic,
yeah,
like all-time classic movie character.
And who was the black guy? The guy? What is he? Oh, that
Ernie
was
Hudson.
Yeah, he was from Ghostbusters, right?
Yeah, he's Black Ghostbuster. He's in a bunch of stuff. Yeah, he killed it.
Yeah, he was good. I never seen the other two actors.
One of them was in. I didn't watch it. I did a little bit, but not that much. Nip Tuck.
Okay.
The main doctor.
Yeah.
And then the girl, she's been in a ton of movies.
Yeah, she seems like I've definitely seen her face before. I just don't know her name or what else she's been in. She's definitely in like a lot of like early 90s movies, like late 80s.
She was, remember the Truman Show?
Yeah, yeah.
She was the wife.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, she was in a lot of 90s movies.
Yeah, I figured she kind of probably just, fell off at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was, I mean, I kind of took away from this movies. You don't, for a couple of reasons, similar to kind of Jurassic Park, you don't want to fuck with nature. Because I mean, these people that had the city of Zinj, basically the evil monkeys, they trained them to be like guard monkeys. They like crossbred them to give them like the most like ferocious characteristics kind of deal.
Trained them to defend the diamond mine.
Right.
There's millions and billions probably dollars worth of diamonds in this place, and they trained these fucking huge gorillas just to defend the wall, basically, and defend the wall they did.
Yeah, from even their own fucking owners. They ended up turning. That's why the city of Zinj was
no more people.
Right, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, don't like they're trying to teach Amy how to talk, which again, I don't really see the point of it, but like because of all that, they ended up at Zinj.
Yeah.
If you never did that, you just stayed home just like watching videos of monkeys and doing research that way, like you wouldn't end up being attacked by killer fucking gorillas.
Exactly. And Homolka didn't help either. He knew about those diamonds. He got fucking right when he saw like the first diamond, he was like, yes, picked up one, fucking dead.
Yeah. Yeah. Homolka's a putz, man. He was like acting like he was this what was he, like a Romanian philanthropist?
Yeah, Romanian philanthropist. Bleh, that's a tongue twister.
This is a tough word.
Yes, it is. Yeah, that's exactly what he was. But all-time classic character.
Yeah, no, he was great. He was just always like all of a sudden they're loading up the plane and he's just like, oh yeah, actually can't pay for the plane.
Yeah. He said he'd fund the entire expedition. And he's just like, it seems my credit is a little low.
Yeah. No.
But that was my childhood that you just watched. I watched that movie. Literally, I would go to school and then I'd come home and I would watch Congo for years, kindergarten through first grade into second grade. And that's when my mom threw it away. She's like, enough Congo. I can't do it anymore. You come home, you watch Congo. It's just there's more movies out there.
Yeah, no, I mean it was a pretty violent movie for little Tom to be watching.
Yeah. I mean, it could have been worse.
No, for sure.
And, like,
it could have been worse.
I couldn't be a less violent person now. So like that goes to show who gives a shit. Maybe start them young and they realize like, hey, like violence is not a good thing. Like just don't go to the Congo. And that's what I took out of it when I was an 8-year-old.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it's funny because you were watching this like at that age, and at that age, I was watching Jurassic Park.
Yeah, so kind of the same thing, except you got the more premium brand movie, and I got the whatever
the knockoff.
Yeah, exactly. So how many sticks of dynamite you giving it?
I'm gonna give it a 5.6.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, it was a solid movie. Like if you just kind of put the horse blinders up and kind of take away all like the
focus on
cheesiness
what
of
it's
it.
trying to do. Yeah.
Right. If you focus on the story and kind of the whole idea behind it, I like that. But obviously, I have to take some points off. For the cheesiness. So there was a couple points that were just like laugh out loud funny that shouldn't have been funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of any right now off the
top. I can tell you like the main one, like we'll put the sound clip in after this too. Like when she she has one of the girls who the girl we were just talking about this from the Truman Show. Her point of going is because she's looking for the diamonds too, because these diamonds can function a laser beam. And finally, when they're there, she's able to find one, put it in her laser gun. And like, she's like, we're going to get out of here. And Ernie Hudson's like, oh yeah, what about them? And she's like, put them on the endangered species list. Just starts laser beaming all the gorillas. Like, it is laugh out loud.
Yeah, there's gorillas exploding everywhere. I mean, that was another thing, the laser beam. Where did that, like, how did they get I guess they picked it up off the dead guy who was Bruce Campbell.
Yeah. Remember like in the beginning when he's like showing like how it works and stuff, and she's there to go find, because that's her fiance, so she's going to find him to see it because she didn't know if he was dead or not.
Right.
Then she found his dead body with the laser beam, and once the gorillas were in full chaos, she found a diamond, put it in there, and just zapped them. And then of course there's a volcano exploding this entire time, and then lava comes in and just swipes all the monkeys away.
Yeah, another volcano. Yeah, we've been having a lot of volcanoes.
A lot of volcanoes. That's a low key good volcano movie. I forgot about that.
Yeah, as soon as like in the beginning when they showed him on camera and like all of a sudden it starts shaking, he's like, "Oh, it's just the volcano. Don't worry about
that."
Yeah, it's like, get out of there! It's a volcano.
Don't worry about that volcano. I'm pretty sure he dropped Amy off on the volcano too with the gorillas.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, have fun."
And then they escape via hot air balloon.
I forgot about that. The hot air balloon. Yeah, what a way to make it.
Diamonds with him. They had one, and he throws it off.
Yeah, what did he like? That diamond.
You might as well fucking take it, you idiot.
That diamond was huge. Just take it with you. What are you accomplishing? What are you trying to prove?
He's just like, no, let's forget about this place. Let's, we lost a lot of lives over this diamond. Let's throw it out. It's like, well, that was a stupid move. No getting it now.
Mocha was turning over in his grave.
All right, so like I said too, we're doing like a hybrid Talking Flicks 4-pack of questions. So we'll move on to the first question. We have like 3 total questions, sort of thing. So Tones, oh wait, I'm sorry. What are our new movie assignments? So what do I have to watch for the next Thursday show?
So I mentioned it on the last Thursday show, Inherent Vice, with Joaquin Phoenix. It's really good. I think it should be on Netflix. But yeah, I'm gonna give you that. It actually, I was reading somewhere it was up for like best screenplay whenever it came out. So it's a real good, like real kind of interweaving story kind of deal where like
creative.
Yeah,
it's very creative because it means it's good and you didn't need a book to do it.
Right. Yeah. It's really hard to describe what it's about, but I guarantee you, if you watch it, you'll like it.
Well, you've been hitting home runs so far, so I'll take your word for it. Thank you. I always go different routes than you. You give me these creative movies. I'm going to give you Detroit Rock City.
Okay. I think I've seen it like once.
We might have watched it in college. Like Joe's like, he loves, like, I mean, you guys are pretty much the same New York blood, and Joe loves all the same music as you do. One of his favorite movies of all time is Detroit Rock City.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Yeah. It's just a couple kids in 1978 will do anything to go see the Kiss concert in Detroit, and it's just like the journey to go see him. It's great.
Yeah, I've definitely seen it. I don't remember any, so I'll watch it again, but I don't remember anything about it. But I've definitely seen it now that you're describing it.
You give me these critically acclaimed flicks, and I'm just giving you like solid like 5.5ers.
I do it all. I watch Oscar films. I watch Congo.
Yeah, Colin Farrell's not in this movie, by the way. So
shit. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So, Tones, what is your movie seeing ritual when you go to the movie theaters? Like, do you have an agenda that you always do? Like, what's the food that you get when you get in?
Yeah, it's a pretty simple routine. I always get there a little bit early because I like the previews.
What?
Yeah, I want to see what's coming out. I'm interested to see what's coming out.
Are you one of those guys like when the like after like the really intense trailer ends and it goes quiet, you're just like, that movie's gonna stink? Like the 2 seconds of quiet.
I don't say it out loud, but whoever I'm with, I was like, that looks like shit. Or that looks awesome.
I love doing that.
Yeah. But I walk in, I get the biggest popcorn possible. I get a big old soda. And then I just sit there and I eat about 75% of the popcorn before the movie starts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, I go right to town. I don't pussyfoot around.
Yeah.
And then once I finish it, I just sit there for the last hour and a half with a stomach ache.
And then you go out of there like the movie stunk, just because your stomach hurt and you put you into a bad mood.
Popcorn A+, movie C-.
You know what the worst is? The thing I hate, the number one thing I hate about going to the movie theaters and seeing a movie is that like I always at one point will have to take a piss, even if it's like not that bad. But the fact that it's there will bother me and get into my brain. It's just like I will feel so much more comfortable if I don't have to piss. But you're seeing a movie you've never seen,
right?
So and you don't know when to go.
Yeah, you can't like pause in and walk out real quick and come back. Like everyone, you're gonna miss something that you've never seen that you just paid like $15 to go see. Even more if you count the popcorn and shit.
When I was a kid and I saw The Sixth Sense, I went to go piss when he found out that Bruce Willis was dead the entire time, because I came back and I was like, "What happened?" And they're like, "Bruce Willis is dead the whole time." I was like, "What?"
You're probably really confused when you came back.
Yeah, that, and I saw Shallow Hal as a kid. You ever seen Shallow Hal with Jack Black? Remember the scene when George Costanza has a tail and he shows it to him?
Yeah,
I went to go piss right before that, and I came back to a theater that was laughing in tears, and I was like, "Fuck, it happened again." That's why I can't do the big soda going in, but I'll do it anyway.
You got to bring a piss jug with you.
Yeah, that's what I should do. But my pisses can go on for longer than like your average water bottle. I'd have to like sneak in like a big old Poland Spring.
Did you get one of those like Arizona gallon jugs?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I need. One of those for me would hold about two and a half pisses. But
it's a heavy stream, heavy flow,
heavy flow, man. So what I do, because my movie theater is right next to Buffalo Wild Wings, so that kind of goes without saying. So we would go, like, if the movie's at like 5:30, we'll get to B-dubs at like 3 and just like catch the whole game and just get bombed and like and then go see the movie. And then like once it sits down, then this whole piss thing comes into play where I'm just like, fuck, like, I have to piss so bad. And you have to strategically time it, but
yeah, no, I mean that makes sense. I guess if you're drinking, I don't like watching movies drunk. For some reason,
I'm going to see.
I just can't focus. Like I like to when I watch a movie, I like to really pay attention to it. And if I'm drunk, I'm just like whatever.
If I'm going to see like an Interstellar or something like that, I'll get blazed out of my mind. Like, I'll go stoned. But if I'm going to see like a Seth Rogen movie, like I'll have some drinks.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's not one you need to analyze. You don't need to analyze Sausage Party.
Yeah, no.
Not much going on there.
A little side note, I hated that movie, by the way.
Really?
It was just weird hearing their voices behind like animation. The whole thing just felt forced, and I didn't like it. I could barely. I watched it once, turned it off halfway, watched it again, made it a little bit past halfway, just shut it off. It was like it's not for me.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't my favorite movie of his, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was funny. I mean, it was just something with, like, for some reason I just love the idea of things that can't speaking and just saying like really weird shit. I don't know.
Dogs.
Like speaking hot dogs. Like you got like the Israeli like naan running around.
The bagel was funny.
The Jewish bagel.
The Jewish bagel was hilarious.
Yeah, no. There's like you got the douche just running around like trying to attack everybody, just being a douche.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just like something fascinating about just like things that shouldn't be able to talking, like dogs talking. That's funny. Like you got a talking dog. Like I'm gonna laugh. I don't know.
Not for me. Just not for me.
It's fair. It's fair.
Okay. All right. So that brings us to our next question, which is what movie cannot be made today? Like what movie would not fly today that was made like in the 70s, 80s or whatever? And if you put it in today's total lockdown PC culture, would just be like, whoa, outrage.
Yeah. I actually got a couple. I got two.
Okay.
One.
I have a feeling you're going to say what I have written down.
Is it Blazing Saddles?
No.
Okay.
But I was gonna put that one down, but I didn't.
Okay. Blazing Saddles. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of N-bombs in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great movie, hilarious movie, and you could tell,
and it's still funny to this day.
Oh, for sure. It's still you could a lot of movies don't translate over time, but this one is just universally funny. And I don't think they put it in there to be racist. It was more to poke fun at the racists. Like how stupid they were.
That's the whole thing. Like when we talked about Django in the last episode,
Right,
like,
yeah.
you know, it's like the bad guy is the racist here, you idiots. Like, you know, because Django really was on the line of this PC culture where
Yeah.
Spike Lee was just like, it's racist. I'm not even going to see it. It's
Yeah.
like, well, then don't say it's racist if you're not going to see it.
Yeah,
Idiot.
you haven't seen it. You can't.
It
tell.
makes the racists look like complete dumbasses. Like they're just
Yeah.
moronic, like completely self-absorbed people who end up fucking losing and getting their asses kicked. It's a great
Yeah.
movie. It's
Yeah.
not like making them look sweet.
Oh, those are very endearing racists.
Yeah, like nobody does that.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like no, yeah, like the racists like win in this movie. It's no, they get their fucking asses destroyed.
Yeah, it's actually destroyed.
Yeah, and then like you said too, Blazing Saddles just making fun of like how could like racism is such a like ridiculous power trip. Like I can't believe it ever existed.
Yeah,
People are such assholes back in the day.
I mean, it's still going on. I mean, it's still not as bad, but
There's
obviously,
plenty of assholes out there. Yeah,
yeah, there's always gonna be assholes out there. That's my like a little bit of side note. That's my like my plan for world peace. Just tell everybody, just don't be an asshole.
Yeah,
just do your thing, enjoy your time. Don't take that guy's shit.
Who cares about that guy's shit? Yeah.
Yeah,
Take him to a ball game. That's my world peace strategy. I think we've talked. I want to sit them down and just like watch a ball game and
take them to a Yankee game.
Take them to a
hot
Yankee
dog,
game.
get them a beer.
And then all of a sudden, our stud here in like Field of Dreams voices, just like what's the one that at the Red Sox game? It's just like go the distance. Make out with the person, totally misinterpret what the
Whoa.
Sorry. All right, so Blazing Saddles, yeah. So
yeah, and then my other one, this is real old school, but the original Little Rascals show
oh,
from like the 30s, the 20s, extremely racist.
really?
Yeah, none of
Can't say I'm
the
familiar.
none of yeah. When I was younger, like I wake up on Saturdays, like my dad would put on like AMC stuff like the Three Stooges, like Abbott and Costello, and like there's some Little Rascals sprinkled in there, all that shit. But yeah, Little Rascals. I mean, none of the black characters have a father.
Oh,
and there's like one scene I remember in particular. It was Spanky, the little black kid.
yeah.
And he's sitting there, and they found like what they thought was like a genie ball, like a genie like lamp or something. I don't know. He's rubbing it, like making a wish. He's like, "I wish I had a watermelon. I wish I had a watermelon." And it was just all like
imagine like that's like airing like live for the first time, and like these white people watching it, and he says that, and they're probably just like, ah!
Yeah, exactly. The black kids are just like, I don't really like watermelon. Like, what?
Yeah,
like, what is this about?
I mean, that was the 30s. Yeah, that was
like real 30s, 40s.
Nazis were about to be like running wild. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So that was like, if you go back and watch some of those old clips, like it's like, whoa,
yeah,
like almost worse than Blazing Saddles.
Yeah. So I have down Airplane.
Okay.
Airplane's probably the funniest movie ever made.
I love that fucking movie.
Airplane's probably the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's literally, there's not a single line that isn't funny. Like every single thing that they say is like ironic, but like there's a ton of racism in it, a ton of it.
I'm trying to remember. I haven't seen it in a little while. Like what? Like what's
Well, like when the flight attendant can't understand the black guy.
Oh, they're talking to Jive.
The woman's like, "Excuse me, I speak Jive." And then she can completely understand him. They speak Jive back and forth.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was great.
Yeah, there's a lot of like, I like my coffee like I like my men black. Like, there's a lot of like different things, and plus that movie was PG.
well, back then they didn't have PG-13. They had R and PG.
Yeah, Jaws was like rated PG, and like the parents brought their kids there. You just see people getting slaughtered by sharks, and like blood squirts everywhere. Like,
hey, but they didn't say fuck though. It's not
R. That's it. They didn't say fuck. That's all that matters. Yeah, but Airplane. I mean, if that got made today, that would have been a little aggressive. It's still, thank God it got made though, because I can watch that anytime and still laugh every single time.
So dumb, but so funny.
If you rewatch it, like there's definitely like a million different little racist things in there that would not fly today. Yeah. Spike Lee would be up in arms. The people who can't take a joke.
Yeah,
there's no malicious intent behind it. It's just like we brought up in the beginning. Like it's just poking fun at the bad guys. Yeah. We're laughing because they're so stupid, not because we like them, idiot. All right, so that brings us to our final question for Talking Flicks. So which movie villain do you most want to punch in the fucking face, Tones?
So I decided to go with Eric Gordon from Billy Madison.
That's a good one.
Yeah, the guy who's trying to take over the company instead of Billy.
Yeah,
he's just such a little weasel. He's got that little laugh, that little.
Did you know that he was the dad from Get Out?
He was, yeah. I like now that you mention, I did know that, but like I didn't. Yeah, that's totally different role. Well, he's still an
Yeah.
asshole in that, but
He was in it. Yeah. No, he's only played an asshole in anything that I've ever seen him
yeah,
in.
that was he was funny in that though. Just like, oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I would have voted for Obama a third time. Like, all right, dude.
Yeah. I have down all the kids from Camp MVP and heavyweights.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
I hate those fucking kids. Every time I've seen heavyweights a million times, those fucking kids, they just like they come around, they just terrorize the place. They drive the jet boat by them, and they're just like, "You stink, you stink, you stink." Like, good one, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots, making fun of fat kids. Feel real good about yourself,
fucked
huh?
up, man.
Fucking asshole.
I've been there. It's fucked up.
Oh, dude. I had a dream last night.
Oh,
I don't know. I like that just literally triggered it. Like I can kind of remember it now. We'll bring it up because we're going into segments. So we'll go to commercial break and then we'll hit you with some Taylor Hicks. We'll go into our world famous segments.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'll remember it. We'll have a Stone Cold, I guess.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Taylor Hicks. So we have 5 total segments today. And our first one is a brand new segment we're going to try out for you. So it's haikus. So basically, Tones and I have each written a haiku, and we're both going to have to, once we hear each other's poem or haiku, we're going to have to try to break it somehow down into a deeper meaning and just come up with like a, you know, like, I see the true meaning of your haiku, you know? So for those who don't know what a haiku is, it's 5 syllables, 7 syllables, and 5 syllables, and no rhyming going on. Everybody had to do these in school back in the day.
Yeah.
You know? So we both have our haikus written down. We're gonna read them to each other, and then the other person's gonna have to break it down. So, you want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So, all right. I took a big shit. I can't stop wiping my ass. It's like a poop crayon.
Okay. So it seems like you've pooped and you wipe and you wipe and you wipe, and there's just always going to be you're wiping a crayon. Poop. So like there's really no fixing it. This definitely has some underlying truth to it. I think you just feel like you're trying to escape your past.
Yeah, I'm trying to escape my past. I'm just trying to not have my ass itch anymore.
But you're slipping. It's like trying to climb up a mudslide. Okay, you're just trying. Your problems are there, and you see the end of the tunnel, but it's a mudslide, and you just keep slipping and slipping and slipping and wiping, and you're dirty, and it itches, and eventually you will break out, and you will be free.
There may be some blood and some sweat and some tears in the process.
Adversity.
Adversity, much adversity.
It's a story of adversity. Nailed it. Nailed that haiku.
Yeah, it is, man. It's spot on.
Was that what you were thinking when you wrote it?
No, I just took it. It's actually based off a true story. So,
were you like taking a dump this morning? You were wiping and like you're just like, I gotta fucking write a haiku about this.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened.
Oh man,
you know those shits though, where it's just like just rubbing like a piece of paper on a crayon, it just keeps coming off. It's like this is
dude. As a guy who drinks as much as I do, those are all of my shits. Every time it literally always gets to the point where I'm just like, that's as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah,
that's why I don't. My butt is off limits for gay stuff. It's because of this very problem.
My butt, like at least 75% of the time, is just my ass is just chapped.
If you were to go wipe right now, would there be poop on toilet paper? You think?
Yeah.
Same. I think most people.
I'm recording right now. Otherwise,
that's why it's so scary in my world of gay, is because like I think most people are like that. Like I think you asked about anal bleaching. I think that's the cure to it. Which I'm not doing. I don't even know do you have to go like if somebody's going to get like a manicure, pedicure? Is that like kind of what a anal bleaching is? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you don't think you go into like the nail salon to get your ass bleached, but I'm sure there's a place you just go and they just bleach your ass. Or you probably do it on your own. Yeah, imagine having that job.
I have to go to an ass bleacher. Have an ass bleaching appointment.
Oh, I got a good ass bleaching guy. I'll give you his number. I'll hook you up. He does good work.
Okay. So here's my haiku.
Okay.
All right. Wait, where is it? Okay. I went to the store, but then I saw it was closed. Couple of titties.
So you went to the store, it was closed, and you saw a couple of titties.
No.
No,
I went to the store, but then I saw it was closed. Couple of titties.
it's deep, man. I don't know. I mean, like, what do the titties represent to you?
Well,
You
think
know,
about it. Break it down.
so the store is closed, and it's just like titties, but you don't like titties
No.
because you're gay, so that's a bad thing. So you're just like, man, this is like more useless than a couple of titties. Like, what am I going to do with a couple of titties? What am I going to do with this closed store? I'm fucked.
Exactly.
I have nowhere to go. I'm closed. I'm trapped.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You're hitting the nail on the head.
yeah. That's a couple of titties, man. So I'll just be like, if it was my haiku, I'd be like, I went to the store, but then I saw it was closed. Couple of cocks.
Yes. Which are useless.
What am I supposed to do with this?
You're trapped. You're so alone. You need a way you got to break out of that shell
Out of that titty
and out of the titties and find a new store that sells happiness
and cocks
and cocks.
See, I feel like the titty, you're saying you gotta break out. You gotta break out of the titty because it kind of goes back to before you were out of the closet, you were trapped in the titty.
I was trapped in the titties.
You know, you had to act like you liked the titties while
Correct.
you were trapped in there, but really you just wanted to be covered in cocks.
Correct.
Okay.
So it's true. This story is about entrapment.
Wow, that took a turn quick.
It's deep. All right. That was a fun segment. I think we have a winner.
Yeah.
So we might bring that back. All right. So
we forgot to put the hallelujah in. I'll just add it in now.
Oh yeah, add that in. That's an automatic. I shouldn't even have to say it. New segment. Okay. Hallelujah.
I'll add two. I'll add one before and one now, just because I like it so much.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so segment number 2, which is Ask a Gay. Nice little transition into what we were just talking about with cocks and boobies and entrapment.
So how do you decide who's the big spoon or the little spoon?
What do you mean?
Like after post coitus,
okay.
You know, like if you snuggle up, like because you usually like the girl is the little spoon because they're smaller.
Okay, so I'm always the big spoon. Okay, because nothing's going around there. Because I don't know, like it's like I always bring up with these kinds of questions. It's a one-way street, and if I were to wipe right now, there would be for sure some poop on it. And it's terrifying because you can't just ask a question like that to the guy that you're with. Just like, hey, did you get your asshole bleached? Or like, because like a lot of these guys are just like, you know, one of the big questions when you're talking to people on Grindr is just like, what are you into? And they're always like, I'm into rimming. And it's just like, well, we're not doing that because that is disgusting. I rimmed one time, Tones. Did I ever tell you about it?
I don't think so. I mean, no, I don't think so.
I rimmed the guy once.
Whoa. It
was fine. And then I got a little bit too deep and I just got, because I have a mustache, I got some little bit. That's all it takes is a little bit on my mustache. And I was smelling poop for days. This is the world that I have to live in.
You got a shit stash. You don't want that.
Yeah. No. There was a little bit of a shit stash, and it was
a little dirty Sanchez.
That's why no go. And everybody's just like, "You want a rim?" It's like, no, I don't. I'm not gonna eat your pooper. Disgusting. Put my dick that's wrapped in a condom in it. You know, yeah. It's like you know, remember a little sticking to the Jurassic Park theme when they put the glove on to reach for the cell phone into the big pile of shit.
Sure. You wouldn't go in with your mouth.
That's kind of what it feels like. It's very easy to lose a boner in gay sex. Very easy to lose a boner. And people are just like, is it me? It's like, no, it's just that I'm sticking my dick into a fucking shit box. It fucking smells. Like you mix lube with poop and dick and like, it's just like, this is gross. This is just not what was intended anatomically, but we just got to fight through.
You always take these questions to a place. Like I asked about big spoon, little spoon. Now you're talking about farted shit boxes and.
Well, spooning has to do with the poop box. All right, Tone's not my fault.
Well, spooning is just fucking cuddling. No one said anything about butt fucking.
What do you think is grosser, poop or period blood?
I mean, you gotta go. I think you gotta go poop.
Really?
yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, period blood is gross, but shit is shit.
I've heard some stories of people who have went through the Red River, I guess as they call it, where they have
Yeah.
sex on a girl's period. And they say they do it with the lights out, and it's fine. And then when you turn the lights on, there's just blood all over the sheets.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh.
So I mean,
Looks like a crime scene.
yes, I mean, if you do that, it's really not that different, but like you can tell like when there's shit involved.
Yeah.
Like when shit comes out, like it's no, yeah, I'm not messing around with shit. Like as much as we talk about and joke about shit, like I don't want it on me. Especially especially other people's shit. So like, but I mean you don't have another option. Like you have to go in there. It's just like this is a dangerous game every time you go in.
It really is. It is. But we'll move on for the sake of our bomb squad. Probably getting sick. Probably just puking the brains out as we're talking. Okay, so that brings us to a deal or no deal spelling bee challenge, because as of now, I'm at -1 over the lines because I'm a good boy, and you're at 0 because you electrocuted yourself last show. So it's still your turn, though, because I'm at -1 because I did the last one, and I got it right. So what we do here is that we put on the Deal or No Deal theme song, and Tones is to spell this word right. If he gets it right, then he goes down and over the line. If he gets it wrong, then he goes up and over the line. So, Tones, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Your word is skirl.
Skirl?
Skirl.
Can you spell it for me?
No.
What's the definition?
Of a bagpipe to emit the high shrill tone of a chanter, also to give forth music. Ooh, I might use this word. To give forth music is the definition, or to just play music on the bagpipe.
Skirl.
So,
so I'm guessing it's Scottish origin.
Yep. I'm going to skirl me guitar.
I don't know if it's an SQ or an SK, or you could even be an SC. I don't know. Skirl. All right. SKIRL.
Yep.
Okay.
That is correct. That was a little bit more intense than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, because it just sounded like a weird word. Like I didn't know.
Yeah. All right, so we're both a -1 over the line. So, fuckers in the bomb squad, you're not going to get to see us punish ourselves anymore because we have even worse shit than the nipple shockers. Believe me. Horrifying stuff that we have like in the bag.
Yeah.
If you have to do it again, like it's tenfold worse than getting your nipple shocked with trivia questions.
I'm gonna have to make sure I get my money's worth on my over the lines.
Yeah,
exactly.
You're gonna have to say some really fucking hardcore shit, especially while like nobody's important is listening. Like you can say whatever you want. But all right,
Asians, so I don't like them very much. What can I say?
We won't give you one because that was just a test example.
Yeah, exactly. Example.
All right, so that brings us to our 4th segment, and we have another new segment. Hit me with a hallelujah. We got a few hallelujahs in here now. Okay, so this is called Bringing It Back. So in this segment, there's something, that everybody used to, it was an old fad, and they want to bring it back. We want to bring it back, and we got it. The thing is, though, Tones, we have to be consistent with it, especially if it's like a word or something like that, or if it's, like it could be anything. Like I remember Furbies were huge. If you want to bring back Furbies, you can, but you got to get a Furby, and like Furbies are part of the show, Okay. So that's where we're going with
this might be a little, hard to do with mine, but
okay, that's fine. What do you got?
So I want to bring back dueling.
Oh,
like whenever like someone insults you, you just like, I challenge you to a duel.
Yeah.
You just like, you do the 10 paces, but you got to do it with like, the old fashioned guns where you get the one shot.
Yep.
And I feel like if we did that, it would make the world a better place because people would be a lot less likely to, to take shit so seriously.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like if now you get into an argument, I'm gonna like you guys shove each other, and then all of a sudden you get a little fist fight. But it's like if we had the duel and it got to like, all right, well, you know what? Let's fucking duel. Let's go.
Let's go.
Like, a lot of people are backing down.
Yeah, but a lot of people die. It's straight up murder.
Well, not when it's a duel. It's like it's
right.
A fair competition.
No, it's an agreement.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like we know we walk 10 paces, we turn around, we get one shot. If we hit it, we hit. If not, whatever. We took our shots. And then we go our separate ways. None of this bullshit. I don't know, man. Like it would just
hold me back. None of that. No.
Yeah, and people would be a lot more careful with what they said. You know,
Yeah.
they wouldn't be going around just insulting people for no reason. You know, everyone would be nicer to each other.
Well, imagine like you have a really quick gun. You'd be dueling too much.
You got addicted to the duel.
Like instead of fights at the bar, like you get kicked out for trying to duel. Take it outside.
No dueling in here.
No dueling in here. So I want to bring back supper instead of saying dinner. I want to bring back supper.
Okay.
But like in the old like sense of it, like, you know, your supper's ready, you know, but you have to be like, hey, like I can't, I got supper. Like, you know, I can't play right now. I got to go have supper. Speaking of which, when I wrote this down, the nickname of, the list of nicknames that I've had, one of them is Supper Time Heavy. So back in the day, are you aware of Supper Time Heavy?
I mean, I have it on the list, but I'm not sure of like the backstory.
So from like 3rd grade all the way through 8th grade, I would sign people's yearbooks as Hags Supper Time Heavy. SUPPA Time Heavy. So I also want to bring back Hags as well, since we're getting into the summer months. So if you like run into somebody right now, you don't know what Hags is?
No.
Have a great summer.
Okay.
So like if you're seeing somebody like in these months and you know you're not going to see him for a few months, you just got to be like, yo, Hags, bro.
If you said that to me, like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Have a great summer. You could also substitute summer with supper now that I'm bringing supper back. So you could say like, if I'm going to like, hey, I got to go eat supper, you could just be like, Hags, have a great supper.
Okay, I see what you, I thought you were going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to go, I gotta
eat
go
supper. I'll be back in a few months. No.
Go have a nice supper, you know.
But no, yeah. So from now on, I'm not saying dinner anymore. It's always going to be supper.
All right.
Yeah, like I'll be back later. I got to go have supper, guys.
And I'm going to go buy an old Civil War pistol and
just in case,
just in case, you know, someone wants to duel.
All right. And then, all right. So we move to our 5th and final segment before we wrap up and take you into your weekend. We'll be back tomorrow too with our fucking Saturday show tomorrow. It's gonna be sweet. Oh, yeah. So we have a Do You Remember? All right. So Tones doesn't really remember this, and I'm stoked because this is like the whole point of this segment when we first wrote it months and months ago, 27 episodes ago. So John Elway from St. Joe's was the big lady, the big black lady. Okay, who made omelets.
Wait, her name was John Elway? Is that what you called her?
No, but that's what I called her because she was so good at making omelets. And like there would be a line of 50 people and she would make omelets so fast and so perfect that like she was able to get through the line like real quick. Like your wait was only 2 minutes tops. So like me and my buddy, shout out Bomb Squad listener, of course, Andrew McKenzie, we would just call her Elway because like sometimes there was always the omelet station on Saturday mornings, but she was only there like 3 weeks and then she'd have an off week. And the guy who replaced her was like, he was slow. And like he was the kind of omelet flipper, like he would do all the stuff, and then when he went to go flip and make the omelet, it would break on the inside, you know. And like the worst is when you're sitting there waiting for your omelet with your tray, and you see him flip it, and it just breaks. You're just like, oh. So one time, Mackenzie was going to get an omelet, and there was this guy on duty, and he flipped it, it breaks, and he's like, ah. He goes to hand Mackenzie the omelet and they both drop it. Plate shatters. Omelet goes everywhere. Mackenzie just bailed.
He's like, nope.
Mackenzie just like got out of there. And there's this whole line of like 50 people behind him. And he's just like, no, fuck this. Fuck. That's why it was so important. Like we'd get to the cafeteria. We'd be like, God, I hope Elway's on duty. So I can get like a good quality omelet and says, fuck, who like holds you up forever.
Why did you call her Elway? Because she was so good at making omelets. She was like John Elway.
I mean, like she was sweating. It was so hot, and there's so many like literally everybody at St. Joe's. Like when there was an omelet station, everybody went to go get an omelet because remember how bad the scrambled eggs were?
Yeah, it was the only thing that was edible.
Like this, yeah, exactly. It was literally like actual like home cooked food. Like the eggs were like made the night before, and they were like spongy.
Yeah.
And they're gross. And like, if it was omelets, you're like, I'm getting one. Like, we got to wake up early and get to the omelet station. And like, when Elway was on duty, like everybody was happy. And then when her backup was in, like, it was just a shit show, absolute shit show. But
that was one of the worst cafeterias. There was very few. Yeah,
for all the money that our parents paid.
Yeah, I know it's fucked up. It was the omelets and the waffles they used to get. They had the waffle maker then, right? They have they had the waffle maker.
You had to make those yourself, though.
Yeah.
But those are good times. I hope that John Elway is still there making omelets for the Hawks out there. If there's anybody listening who goes to St. Joe's, let me know if there's somebody who I just described, big fat black woman who makes omelets. Her name is John Elway. Pay your respects.
Do you? I got a little. Do you remember? Do you remember the guy? He used to work in the convenience store. His name was Henderson.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Everybody's.
Yeah, he was the man, but he used to actually. I knew a couple of girls that actually fucked him.
Whoa.
He was like a 35-year-old black dude that just worked in the convenience store, and he would just be fucking all the freshman little white girls.
Their vaginas must be hallways at this point. Then
it's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
Yeah. Amen. Okay, so that's the show. So Tones, you got any post-show thoughts?
No, man. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the Saturday show on a Sunday.
Saturday show on a Sunday coming to you tomorrow.
No one's getting electrocuted.
No electrocutions. Nope. We'll have a good time tomorrow. Hope you had a good time today. So we will talk to you tomorrow. See you later.